To throw, McNabb escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. McNabb to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 out of first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play action, Elway. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jeremy Shockey from 8 yards out. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And give him a gain of 37. So Herman Moore, his first grab of the game, and back in his day, he shattered all the Lions' receiving records.
And he did it with a number of different quarterbacks. He was the target for defenses to adjust to. And I guess the best way to put it is, Herman Moore, that guy, could play in today's game and be just as successful.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They go play action. It's McNabb. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all the way in. Touchdown. New York. Odell Beckham with a return of 102 yards. And the Giants are in for 6. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Steps away. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, here's Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. On third down, Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Eluding the pressure right. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And some space here. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Giants.
Watching that Barney!
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Ricky Williams, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a give to Mixon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
They're going to try and throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. To throw on second, McNabb to Mixon on the check down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And he puts it through. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Ricky Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He's got a man wide open. It's Herman Moore. There he goes, left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Donovan McNabb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Zerline good with a PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Now out come the Giants. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because
tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Taylor. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They begin the drive with Williams. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Detroit!
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Elway will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Elway. And that'll be incomplete. incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Elway. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker's kick right there. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Elway. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Elway. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maximum.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The former Giant, how about this? Lawrence Taylor able to drop him for a loss of 4. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
McNabb, rush coming, and he's taken down.
So this is what I'm looking for here about how this drive just started.
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on the running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
Play fake. Now McNabb. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Ohio! Ohio!
Here's McNabb. Buying time to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Lawrence Taylor coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Williams. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Again, it's Williams. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it with Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Gun! 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 Over! 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 Over!
They'll run with Barry Sanders. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On 3rd down. That's Sanders. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Barry Sanders, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Giants add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got daylight. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Over, 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 over!
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep forward.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Jeremy Shockey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down, McNabb. Caught on the right side by Jones. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now McNabb, forced out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. A handoff to Mixon, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Joe Mixon. And they're running right through it. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, it's Mixon. Spinning away. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On first down, it's McNabb. Now he'll escape to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mixon. There he goes inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, the 20, 10, and he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Ricky Williams, 82 yards, and the Giants add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
From the gun, here's McNabb. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st and 10, McNabb. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll run with Mixon. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now it's McNabb. Escaping the pressure right. And he coughed it up. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. He got 29 yards that time.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Here's Wilson. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Flush to his right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Wilson on the keeper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Chris Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. For the first time with Ricky Williams. He finds an opening past the 40. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 51 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. First carry for the Hall of Famer, Barry Sanders. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On the carry, here's Sanders. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On third down, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. The New York set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
On second down, Williams. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
This is Sanders, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They run with a Hall of Famer, Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, Elway. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Snatched by the safety, Ed Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he spins past him and into space. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Ryan Shazier in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now it's Wilson. midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
14, run it.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Andy Lee now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Detroit!
On first down, Elway. Escaping the pressure right. Jerry Rice, open right side. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Space to run past the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former 49er, Deion Sanders. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Elway to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Hey. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Elway on 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They go to Johnson again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Fournette, a first down carry. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The New York set to take the field.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Detroit!
Elway now off of play action. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
To throw is Elway. Dancing to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Julius Peppers able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. Elway on 4th down. Open man, it's Jeremy Shockey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Now it's Elway. And he's got Shockey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple times.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A toss, left side, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They start the drive with a give to Allen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interception.
They'll wait to throw on second. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Now it's Elway. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped.